So, why Christianity? So, I've thought to myself, if I wasn't a Christian, I'd at least be a deist or a theist. Because I don't go with the idea of an eternal sequence of cause and effects. To me, it makes much more sense to have a prime mover that was unmade, that just doesn't or isn't bound by the same rigors and structures that the finite and the malleable are prone to. But there's also something I'm not convinced by that. Yeah. When you take the idea that of the Aristotelian prime mover deity, and they say their idea of that God is he made everything and then he stepped back and has nothing to do with this. Well, that doesn't jive with me in the sense of, well, why would that deity make human beings or anything in the first place if he didn't care? So that's where it loses me. Whereas Christianity makes sense to me in the sense that it starts with Jesus. In the Gospels it says, in the beginning, the word, I can't say it off the top of my head, but something to the effect of, in the beginning the word there was with God and the word was God, and through it there was nothing that wasn't made. And the idea of, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That speaks of a prime mover deity who created because he cared. And when I look, now certainly you can make the case of, well, does that deity care? Because there's so much in the world that seems primed to destroy, and that's a fair argument. But when you really step back and look at the grand scheme of things, it seems that so much is catered to our well-being, and it's really a miracle that we're still here when we've got so much going against us. You can't help but feel that he does care, at least from my perspective. Now, some people might not be fully convinced by what I'm saying, and that's okay. This is just me articulating why I buy into Christianity and not deism or just pure theism.